It's great to be back in the swing of things inside LSU Gymnastics. The 2020 season was blasted out of the Maravich Center on Friday night. We look forward to bringing you all of the highlights. Also, Dee Bro and I will talk about the fabulous freshman class that you will want to learn more about. Hang on to your high bar. It's go time.
Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is brought to you each week by Women's Hospital. When experience matters, choose Women's Hospital. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue. Dow. For more than 60 years, Dow has been a dedicated teammate to LSU. Go Tigers. And by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending, the way home buyers prefer it. Call David today to get pre-approved. 225-921-8152. Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is brought to you by Williamson Cosmetic Center and Paranac Aesthetic Surgery, where you'll always place first with us.
Happy New Year, Tiger fans, one and all. How great is it to be back here in the beautiful LSU Gymnastics Training Center. The 2020 season has been blasted off on Friday night inside the Maravich Center. We're going to get to all of the great highlights momentarily, but let's bring into the broadcast, as always, Hall of Fame head coach Dee Bro. Dee, welcome to 2020. I know you're excited not only about how the team finished in 2019, but how the team has gotten ready for this 2020 campaign.
You know, there's always positive anticipation, and you know, the team was anxious. They were, we knew we were short on preparation. Just it was a very early date, and Christmas holidays was a little bit rocky for everybody. And but they blasted into the PMAC with a lot of enthusiasm and excitement, and I think this promises to be a great season.
You know, we started off, as we have sort of become a bit of a tradition, dropping banners from the PMAC rafters to start this great meet. How wonderful to recognize some individual national champions, our Final Four or a four on the floor participating team from last year, and of course, SEC champions again. Well,
you know, to drop a banner that once again says that Sarah Finnegan's a national champion and Kennedy Edney, national champion, that means a lot. But the whole spirit of this team and this program is about the team. And when you look at how many times and the repetition of times that this team has been at the championships and has competed in the finals, Super Six, and now the NC2A finals, and we don't have a name for it yet, so let's just call it the NC2A finals.
Right.
And there was a lot of gratification, a lot of pride, and you know, well over 10,000 people, 11,000 people
That's
there.
Right.
It was a rocking place.
It was indeed. It was just great to be back. You know, we like to talk about it being the best venue for the best fans, for the best program in America. Friday night did not disappoint. You guys came out of the chute. You were looking to build some depth, especially starting on vaulting. Yeah,
you know, we've had some kids that came in injured, and they're not 100%, but we've at least got them in some events now, and think that that's going to grow and get better as we move forward. But you know, vaulting, they hit vaults, we just didn't stick vaults. And for us to score, you know, 49, 4, or 5, even 6, they're going to have to drill some landings. But I can tell you what, Sarah Edwards' vault was as good a vault, with the exception of a little hop. But it's high, it's tight, it's clean, it's got good distance. There's not a whole lot to deduct when she nails it. The other one I thought that did a beautiful job is Kaya Johnson. From Texas Dreams from Dallas. She rocketed a beautiful double full and a slight hop on it, but was rewarded for the difficulty and just the beautiful lines.
I tell you, that back half of the lineup with Edwards, Johnson, and Kennedy Edney is going to be magic to watch as we progress through the season. I was particularly impressed with the poise of the freshman Kaya Johnson in her very first meet in college in front of 11,000 fans.
The freshmen were a little bit nervous, and they were in awe of, they've watched us run through the tunnel, they've watched us compete, but to be a part of that excitement, I think it kind of jumped on their back. So they're going to get better as the season progresses, and we, from vaulting, we progressed right over to bars, and not exactly what we wanted. We saw some good stuff. The kids were really shooting for handstands, working hard to hit handstands. But I tell you what, I think the Kaya Johnson let us off. Beautiful job, nice tight body, good lines. But the next one up, Alona, that bar routine, will show you the first half of that routine is amazing. And she's coming back from an Achilles tendon. She does a nice double lay at the end of that routine. That's gonna be a routine to watch as we move down through our season. Ruby, what a great bar routine she did, and I think she's in as good a condition, as good a shape right now as she's been in since she's been here. And she was in the Olympics, and then she came to college, so she's had a great collegiate experience. So let's just kind of have a great year moving forward with her. Good leadership on the floor, so I was very excited for her.
The LSU Tigers lead the Arizona Wildcats at the halfway point of the inaugural meet of the 2020 season. Much more highlights coming up right after this timeout inside LSU Gymnastics.
When you're expecting, you have expectations. But what if there was more? What if your caregivers were your teachers and your cheerleaders, and they helped you plan and prepare so you can have a voice in your care? This is the experience of a lifetime, and experience matters. Your experience starts with the Pregnancy Navigator at Women's Hospital.
This is a 2015 BMW commercial. We're playing it again because that 2015 X1 is now pre-owned and BMW certified to run like new again.
It's complicated.
No, it's not. Just pick up your stuff and come on in to see the rest of the vehicle at an authorized BMW dealer near you.
Just dropping off my stuff.
Oh, Gary. BMW certified. Like new again. Get exceptional offers from your Louisiana BMW centers, the official luxury vehicle of LSU Athletics.
Touchdown, Tigers!
Yes. If it weren't for them, this would just be the guy who brings me pizza.
We would have run out of things to talk about a long time ago.
He'd just be the loud guy in 4B.
We'd have nothing in common.
We'd still just be friends.
And we'd all be strangers.
Cox, we're Tiger fans too.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
We're born to be loud, born to be strong, born to work hard and tailgate harder. We're born to give it our all, on the field, in the stands, and beyond. We're born to be Tigers. We're the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Be part of the team behind the Tigers. Join today for better access and better perks. TAF, we're here for Tigers. Be there for them too. Annual membership starts at only $50.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is brought to you by TJ Ribs. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
All of our highlights brought to you, as always, by TJ Ribs' legendary Louisiana barbecue. The second half of the meet against Arizona, Dee Dee, you're going over to the balance beam. Again, an opportunity for you to continue to work and build depth here right out of the chute.
Yeah, and Mike, we've kind of changed our floor configuration. We've added the landing, which is, we can talk about that later in here, but the fans are really close on balance beam right now, and I think they had an exciting experience, the people that, were in that seating configuration. I felt like we started a little bit shaky, and we never see this in practice. Our inner squads have been amazing. So that we had a little bit of shakies, get that out of the way the first meet. But I tell you what, when Kennedy Edney hit the beam, it was as good a beam routine as we've seen her do in our postseason stuff, and she's usually her very best by the end of the season. So I was very excited to see that. But I'm telling you that the anchor, Reagan, you know, she hadn't been last yet. She was, she had followed Sarah Finnegan, or preceded Sarah Finnegan.
Correct.
So right now, you know, she's kind of trying to find her groove in that last spot, and you know, the routine is beautiful. It's got a lot of difficulty in it. Her leap combination, she does switch leap, switch half, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Settled down, and then all she had to do was bring it home, and she did. And what would she go? 9.9, 9.925.
9.925, and I'll tell you what, if you're okay with it, let's call it the exceptional performance of the week.
I was going to tell you that in my heart right there is the routine that set us up to go to 4 and win this thing.
Reagan Campbell, the exceptional performer of the week, always brought to you this entire season by Woman's Hospital. When experience matters, choose Woman's. There you go, floor exercise. You teed it up perfectly.
Well, you know, we dug a bit of a hole because we had a couple of we had to count a fall on beam, and I think you could feel the angst in the stands. They're like, okay, how's she going to get us out of this hole? Well, you know the law of holes, Mike.
That's
right.
right.
When you find yourself in one, quit digging.
That's exactly right.
And they did. We went to floor, and you know that was the one event that I felt like, and I think Jay shared the feeling that. We may not be our very best in the beginning of the season. It's going to get better as we move forward. They're requiring more difficulty to get a 10-0 start value, and one of the things that I did to offset that is if you put your double back at the end of the routine, you get the D for the double back, and then you get an extra 10th for having a double salto D at the end of the routine.
That's right.
So, you know, almost everybody, Ruby not, because she opens with an E, so I left her routine, her tumbling alone, and she did a great job, and started us off 9.85. We plugged in Olivia Gunner in that second spot, but I think the Sarah Edwards 9.9 in that 3 spot was pivotal. I think everybody began to believe, okay, all right, we're gonna win. We're gonna win this thing. And you know, sometimes you talk about, well, you want to score or do you want to win? We want to score, but it's everything counts, and we want to win.
That's absolutely right.
Absolutely.
And then the second half of the floor lineup really brought it home.
Well, Kaya Johnson, you know, here she is, her freshman. She's out there. She opens with an E, a full in. It's beautiful. Her landings were solid. Her leap was great, and her choreography is tricky and it's cute. And she really brought it home for us with the 9.9, and I think that sealed the victory.
It did indeed, and the Tigers get victory number 1 under your belt against a Pac-12 opponent who did a marvelous job in their own right inside of a tough environment. But your Tigers are talented from 1 to 6 on all 4 events.
I was pleased. I was pleased with the win. You know, the mistakes that we made, having to count a fall on bars. Uncharacteristic. And then we had some shaky beam routines from some juniors that usually bring it home. So, you know, I look for better beam this week for sure.
Well, that's exactly right, Dee Dee, and we look forward to bringing you the second half of our first edition of Inside LSU Gymnastics for the 2020 season right after these messages.
Now, get 0 for 60 plus $4,500 in bonus cash on a 2019 F-150 only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. David specializes in helping first-time home buyers, offering conventional FHA, VA, RD construction, and jumbo loans. David takes the hassle out of getting a home loan while making you feel right at home. Lending the way you like it. Call David today at 921-8152. That's 921-8152. David Alello with Assurance Financial.
When company comes to town,
company's coming!
We go all out. All you gotta do is get down here and visit Baton Rouge.
We're born to be loud, born to be strong, born to work hard and tailgate harder. We're born to give it our all, on the field, in the stands, and beyond. We're born to be Tigers. We're the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Be part of the team behind the Tigers. Join today for better access and better perks. TAF, we're here for Tigers. Be there for them too. Annual membership starts at only $50.
LSU has a vision for tomorrow, one that shows what fierce can do. Out of love for our neighbors and pride in our state, we give all we have, because ours is a spirit without equal, unyielding, unstoppable, making our big world a much better world. LSU, fierce minds, fierce hearts, fierce for the future.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is brought to you by Dow. For more than 60 years, Dow has been a dedicated teammate for LSU. Go Tigers!
Our initial feature for 2020 brought to you as always by Dow. For more than 60 years, Dow has been a valuable teammate of the LSU Tigers. Let's talk about the LSU Freshmen, an amazing group of talented young ladies that have made their way here to Baton Rouge and got an opportunity to compete in the Maravich Center for the very first time on Friday night. Dee Dee, back to you again. This group is just marvelous. They came in very heralded for their accomplishments at the junior level. They're transitioning now here to the college level. What have you seen so far? Well,
a lot of grit, a lot of determination and maturity. They're not an ordinary freshman class. They're a lot like Sarah Finnegan, Lexi Priestman, and McKenna Kelly, Juliana Canamella, but that class really stayed together, were very cohesive, and I think that this group of freshmen, they're mature and they love LSU. They stepped in right away. They were committed to us for a long time, and they're at home.
Kai Rivers from Detroit, Michigan, a great addition to this program. Of course, Kaya Johnson, whom we saw in the all-around in her very first college meet. Those two really seem to be, right now, some of the leading performers of the freshman class, but Alona Shinikova not far behind.
Well, you know, Kaya is obviously a fabulous all-arounder, and, you know, given the right preparation, given the right rest cycles, she's going to be a workhorse through the season, but a thoroughbred. But Kai Rivers from Detroit, trained at a great training center. Her coaches have done a marvelous job, as all the coaches of this freshman class. They come from incredible, solid programs, great coaches, and Kai Rivers is, you know, a beast. She's just strong. She is kind of bulls her way through things, and once we get a little bit of a soft edge on what she does so well, and you know, with her, we're nursing an ankle problem that she's had all last year, and we're going to give her a little bit at a time. We've got her ready to go on beam. She's in the lineup on bars. She vaulted for us this week, and a watered down vault. You know, she does a double full, but we're gonna stay with a full for right now with her. But amazing. They're both amazing. And then the soft touch is Alona Shinikova. I mean, that athlete, that bar routine, she's got a beam routine that's just as tricky, just as good. Trying to teach her a new dismount so that, you know, we're trying to protect her Achilles tendon and bring her around. She's doing beam in the gym and doing it well. She's starting vaulting at a very low level, but we're trying to feed her just enough to have her ready, hopefully by the end of the year. And she's good at everything she does.
Gymnastics fans, enjoy this look behind the scenes with three of these great talented freshmen, Alona Shinikova, Kai Rivers, and Kaya Johnson.
Hi, my name is Kaya Johnson. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and my favorite event is floor. Well, I'm excited about my new routine. I like it a lot. It's a little bit different than what I did in JO, so I'm just excited for everyone to see it. It's kind of surreal. but I'm getting used to it. It's really exciting, and I'm just enjoying every second of it. Right before my junior year, I committed here and decided to graduate early to come here. I just wanted to come here because it felt like home. I love the coaches, the girls, just the atmosphere. I feel like they accepted us super fast. Like, even before we got here, we were in a group chat with them and just got to know everyone, so they accepted us all really fast, and it's been awesome. It's really exciting. We've been working so hard, so I'm just ready for everybody to see what we've been doing in the gym.
My name is Kai Rivers. I'm from Southfield, Michigan, and my favorite event is bars. Over time, as the recruiting process went on, I just realized it was the best match for me, and then when I went on the visits and everything, it was so natural. And I think what makes LSU feel like home is just the camaraderie and just how everybody works together, and how when you come in, you're just immediately important to the team. Like, I feel like a lot of, not just gymnastics, but a lot of sports teams, you're on the team, but sometimes I don't feel like everything that you do is necessary or important. But on this team, everything that you do is important. How you feel is important. How you're doing in school is important. How you interact with everybody is important. The first one I'm ever going to see is the one that I'm in, which is crazy. I've never even seen a real meet. I mean, I've been in big arenas before. I've competed with a lot of people watching me, but usually in those meets I was alone, or I had like 2 other teammates. So it's going to be fun to compete with people that I love.
Hi, my name is Alona Shinikova. I'm from Evergreen, Colorado, and my favorite event is bars. I did homeschool, like online school, my whole entire life, so I did not know how like college worked. Like, I was like, you can ask all of them. Like, I was crying when going to class because I just like didn't know where anything was and adjusting to it. In the beginning, I really struggled, but once I finally figured out how college works, it's been like the greatest experience of my life. I've never been part of like a team, like a gymnastics team. I've always like trained on my own. So I feel like I'm still like adjusting to see how like the whole team atmosphere like works. But like it's like really cool, and like I don't know, like they're my family. I love them to death. But I miss my parents a lot because they were like my coaches. So I was with them like all the time. Like I don't think we ever spent more than like a day apart. I think they miss me more. You know when you just know you're the favorite child? Like you just know.
What once began as an idea, a hope, a prayer,
has become real.
A mission to serve, a call to heal,
and a vision to create a healthier tomorrow
has come alive.
A team of dreamers with one dream.
To build something life-changing for Louisiana's children.
Something special for me.
For you. For all. This dream created something amazing.
A beacon of hope.
Of healing. Of home.
What once began as an idea
has become a shared passion to change the lives of future Louisiana generations. Thank you for believing in amazing.
Thank you for believing in us.
Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital in Baton Rouge.
Touchdown, Tigers!
Yes! If it weren't for them, this would just be the guy who brings me pizza.
We would have run out of things to talk about a long time ago.
He'd just be the loud guy in 4B.
We'd have nothing in common.
We'd still just be friends.
And we'd all be strangers.
Cox, we're Tiger fans too.
At Deli DeBossier, we're proud to serve Tiger Nation as the official injury lawyers of LSU Athletics.
To us, that means when one of you gets knocked down, we're there to pick you up.
And hopefully, we're making Louisiana a little safer in the process.
We take pride in fighting for our fellow Tiger fans.
It's a great responsibility, but even a greater honor. Demand Dudley DeBossier, the official injury lawyers of LSU Athletics. 444-4444.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
Born to be loud, born to be strong, born to work hard and tailgate harder. We're born to give it our all, on the field, in the stands, and beyond. We're born to be Tigers. We're the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Be part of the team behind the Tigers. Join today for better access and better perks. TAF, we're here for Tigers. Be there for them too. Annual membership starts at only $50.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is brought to you by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial, lending the way home buyers prefer it.
Well, Dee Dee, it's time for our look ahead, sponsored by Assurance Financial, lending the way home buyers prefer it. Wow. You would prefer to have a little bit more time, I guess, before you jump into the thick of the SEC championship race. But here we go. Week 2, we're going to Georgia.
Well, we adjusted our week. We came in on Sunday, had a great training session on Sunday, and didn't load up a lot. Vaulted really well, and the kids did parts on bars, and we did repetition of skills on beam, and most people just did a little light endurance work on floor. And although I feel like we need to work harder and do more, but at the same time, I want to be rested when we get there, because it will be a tough Georgia team.
Absolutely. Always tough Georgia program. Always a great environment as well. An opportunity for your freshmen again to get some time out on the floor as we build throughout this fantastic season.
Yeah, and then let's not forget that some of these kids have the football national championships on their mind. So
oh yeah, there's that, right?
There is that on Monday.
Well, we're going to have so much to talk about next week. Georgia, hopefully we'll get to talk a little bit about a football national championship
maybe
as well.
On the show we'll have a clip of raising that crystal football.
Oh, how great is that? We're so glad you joined us this week inside LSU Gymnastics. We'll have all the great highlights from Georgia and a whole lot more as we look ahead to the great season to come. We'll see you next week.
Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Dee Bro, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, has been brought to you by Women's Hospital. When experience matters, choose Women's Hospital. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue. Dow. For more than 60 years, Dow has been a dedicated teammate to LSU. Go Tigers. And by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it. Call David today to get pre-approved. 225-921-8152. Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Dee Bro, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. The LSU Sports Television Network is a division of LSU Sports Properties.